Hello everyone and welcome back to the Arden Report. Today we are talking about the intervention of ECOWAS and the possible invasion of ECOWAS into Niger and why, in my opinion, it will be a failure, and in my opinion, ECOWAS should not try to pursue any military actions against Niger. So let's jump into this video with a quick rundown of the situation that we're dealing with. If you guys don't know, Niger had a coup, which ever since the 70s they've had 5 of them, so it's nothing really that new. However, now ECOWAS and basically the West is not very fond of it, especially France, European Union, and the United States. They are not fond of the new government that took over, and the new government has the backing of Burkina Faso, Mali, Guyana, Russia, and the Wagner Group, and IPOB. So the new government, the people in the coup have been seen to wave Russian flags. So yeah, ECOWAS is not happy with the new government, and they gave a deadline for the new government to release the former government's president within a week, or there would be intervention. However, the week has passed and we've seen nothing from ECOWAS, and that's because ECOWAS is divided on what they should do against Niger. Some are saying they should pursue military actions against Niger, while others are saying they should pursue more diplomatic actions with Niger and a more diplomatic solution that doesn't shed any blood. So while this is going on, Russia has also warned any outside interference in the new group, and a few weeks before the whole crisis, the Wagner Group leader Prigozhin, or the former leader Prigozhin, told his men that they were going to have to be ready to go to Africa, and many people are saying Wagner Groups all actually in Niger to help just in case of an attack by ECOWAS or France or the United States. Early on, people thought the United States and France were going to get involved, but the United States never said that. France did some hint, what people said, they hinted at getting involved, but right now France has there's no facts supporting the theory that France will get involved in this thing. So, with ECOWAS's forces not being the best, African forces are not the best, and the people of Niger, the coup soldiers, are not the best either. But with the help of Wagner Group, you're talking about these African soldiers. As you see, ECOWAS is not some strong military power. It's actually, from my knowledge, not even a military alliance. Even though it's not officially a military alliance, but it is kind of military alliance. ECOWAS serves as a peacekeeping force in the region, with member states occasionally sending joint military forces to intervene in blocs member countries at the time of political instability and unrest, which happens a lot in Africa. And ECOWAS, in my opinion, the forces, first off, these are ECOWAS forces as you're seeing on screen. These men are not prepared to fight against Wagner in any capacity. Wagner has around 20,000 units, 20,000 soldiers, and let's just say they only sent 5,000 into there. ECOWAS would probably come in with an invasion force of around 30 to 40,000, according to some estimates, and obviously this is all those nations in ECOWAS chipping in to restore the people of Niger, the former Republic of Niger, the former president, the former government. However, them just fighting Niger alone would be a problem, because we've seen African wars last years and years and years. And this point, some of the members of ECOWAS, some of the people that were at the meeting, pointed out that they did not want this to be a long, drawn-out war, such as Ukraine. So if they're going against Wagner, not only Wagner, but let's just keep it at Niger. And not only is Niger probably going to be the only one fighting, because if ECOWAS goes against Niger, then you're seeing the potential help to Niger of Burkina Faso, and not only Burkina Faso, but Mali, Guyana. You're seeing the possibility of them sending troops in as well, and this could start what many would call World War Africa. And with Wagner just coming in, the Wagner Group is experienced, and they have faced a far superior foe compared to the Africans. Then they were facing the Ukrainians. They fought in the Battle of Bakhmut. They beat the Ukrainians and won Bakhmut. And the Ukrainians, any person will probably say the Ukrainian military would smash any African military, and so the Russian military most likely would do the same. and Wagner, with the experience of fighting and actually beating the Ukrainian military, would destroy the ECOWAS armed forces, like completely, depending on the number of armed forces that were sent to invade Niger and the number of Wagner that were sent to protect Niger. Although even without that, ECOWAS has not demonstrated that they can fight a long war and actually succeed. ECOWAS has been in several military conflicts, including in the Ivory Coast, in the first Ivorian Civil War, which was a peace agreement, so it really wasn't anybody's victory. ECOWAS after that was in Libya in 2003, and this ended in a rebel victory. Now, ECOWAS was actually not pro the rebels, so yeah, that's kind of a defeat full ECOWAS. And after that, you go to another war, and it was a coup d'etat, and it was a coup d'etat, and ECOWAS was involved in that as well. Then you go to Mali 2013. ECOWAS was involved in that, and I believe still is, and that's currently ongoing. And then you go to the Gambian ECOWAS military intervention in Gambia from 2016 to 2017, and this was an ECOWAS victory. And yeah, so ECOWAS has had experience to a certain level of degree, but not anything against like Wagner or a full-fledged war. And that's why many members of ECOWAS are warning against going into full-fledged war. So this is why I believe, and even ECOWAS is kind of like falling apart, because actually a good amount of their member states are now suspended states. Just in January 2022, Burkina Faso was suspended from ECOWAS following a military coup. Niger was suspended from ECOWAS after the 2023 military coup, which is what we're talking about in this video. And Mali was suspended in 2021 following its second military coup within 9 months. So ECOWAS is not stable like most of Africa. It is not stable at all, and it's kind of actually falling apart. So, in my opinion, an invasion by ECOWAS would just be foolish, be stupid, and them believing they could restore the old government of Niger, especially with Wagner's support of the government and perhaps even Russian support of the government, is just, in my opinion, a laughable thing, and most likely this will not be happening. Even if they do their little invasion, most likely they will not succeed, at least from everything I'm saying. That's just my point of view from the issue. So anyway, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Comment and say if you want to see more videos like this about the African front or anything with ECOWAS and the current stuff going on in Niger. I'll catch you guys on the next video.